Tingles with flyby.
Daily ASMR videos.
Hello, my tinglings. So today I am going to talk to you about my new fitness goal. The little Band-Aid thing we'll get to later, so that's meant to be there. So I'll tell you about that, but first we have to start from the beginning. So, as many of you know, I did a half marathon at the end of last year in November. My love did it with me, and we did it here. We actually ran about in my neighborhood. We didn't actually do an event, but we were doing it at the same time as my mom did a half marathon, and she did that in New York, and did that with my sister and my niece. And it was a really big deal for my mom to finish this half marathon. Whether she should have or not is, still a little unknown, I guess, at this point. She went to get a full knee replacement a couple weeks later, or less than, or maybe like 8 days later. I don't know. So that was kind of her last hurrah for running. Because when you get a full knee replacement, apparently you can't run anymore. You can maybe run to go and catch the train, but anything more than that would be pushing it. So definitely no more half marathons in her future. Part of the reason that she had to get a knee replacement is that she had an ACL injury. For those who don't know, ACL stands for anterior cruciate ligament, and your knee is your knee kind of hooks together like this. The ACL actually kind of comes through the middle, keeps everything all nice and together. She did that skiing probably about 10 years ago, maybe something like that. Anyway, I did an ACL when I was 14, maybe 13, 14, something like that, playing basketball. We may as well just pause really briefly to tell this story, because it's a good one. No, it's so I used to play basketball at church. In the Mormon church, they have a weeknight meeting. Ours was always on Wednesday, but different wards have different times. But where once you're 12, you're in young women's for a woman, and then boys are in young men's. And they run the young men's and young women's on the same day and the same time, but you're not doing the same thing. But it's kind of so you can socialize before and after, maybe. So after young women's, I used to play basketball with some of the older guys who played on the church basketball team. And I would usually be the only girl. Sometimes these other two girls would come as well, who played basketball on my team as well, who were older, who were like 3 years older than me and 4 years older than me. So I felt pretty cool, because all the guys, so there was one guy who was regularly there, who was just a year older than me, but most of them were like 3 years older than me. So I, thought I was so cool. There was one guy, though, who was like 6 years older than me, and he's 6'2". His name is Darren. I didn't have a crush on him, that's not what I'm telling you. Anyway, So, we were fighting for a rebound. So I was fighting for a rebound, my little 5'7" self against the 6'2" Darren. We both had a very firm grip on the ball, and I was not letting that go. And so he wrenched the ball, like lifting it up, and I still wasn't letting it go. It might have been better for me if I did. But anyway, I wasn't letting go, and heard a pop, pop, pop. And I did my ACL. I had torn it. So anyway, but I was always happy that I was fighting for a rebound with, this really tall older guy. He felt really, really bad that he injured my knee. So that was funny. Anyway, when I did that, my orthopedic surgeon told me that probably in my 20s, so basically I did an ACL, but underneath your knee joints, you have these little cushions underneath, nice little cushions to keep your knee all cushioned, so it's not bone on bone, called meniscus, the single meniscus or menisci, because there's one for each ball, and then you obviously have them in both knees. Well, I tore both of my menisci, and I had lateral and medial tears. The medial tears, they were able to suture together, but the lateral tears, at least at that point, there wasn't anything they could do with them. And so he was basically like, yeah, probably in your 20s you'll need a knee replacement. Well, I'm 32 now, and I haven't had a knee replacement, and I don't have really any pain in my knee either. Although when I was training for my half marathon, when we got up to around 10 miles, that's when I started to get pain in my knee. And I do frequently get like a little bit of pain in my hips when I was running. That's what stopped me running when I was thinking about training for a marathon in 2008. But this time, this half marathon, I was like, I'm doing it with my mom. Can't give up on my mom. We're doing this. So I did it. And then after I ran the half marathon, and that I knew my mom was going in for a knee replacement, I thought, if I want to be smart, I probably should not run again. At least not on pavement. Grass is so much more cushion, so it takes less stress on your knees. So I was kind of like, okay, running's out, so what am I going to do for exercise? So we went to the beach one day. I was like, oh man, we should just go to the beach every day. We live about 20 minutes away from the beach. I was like, yeah, that'd be cool. And so that's what I thought. Basically January, I think that was. So I was like, okay, that's cool. And then it's March now, and I haven't been to the beach again. So my exercise has not been where I wanted to be. And I like to do yoga, but for me, yoga is better as a kind of secondary exercise. I like to do it even every day, but there's no you can do hot yoga, but I'm not really a big fan of hot yoga. I like really chillaxing yoga. It's what I like. So I wanted to be doing something else. So I was thinking, what should I do? And I was thinking, and then my love and I went on a hike. And I was like, man, we should just go on walks. So we're like, yeah, let's go on walks. And a week passed, and we didn't go on any more walks. And then we went on one walk, and then a week passed, and we didn't go on any more walks. And so I was like, I think we need a goal here. Well, or I need a goal to motivate me to get walking. So I was like, wow, what kind of goal should I have for walking? And I thought, I don't think I want to have a distance goal. I think it'd be fun, you know, the whole steps thing. Maybe we should do a steps goal. And I was like, man, 10,000 steps a day. But I'm like, if it's just a daily goal, that won't feel like I'm headed towards a larger goal. And so I was like, okay, what's 10,000 steps for 100 days? That's 1,000,000 steps. I'm like, that sounds awesome. Having done 1,000,000 steps, that's something. And so this was basically my thought process yesterday. Was, okay, yeah, I need a goal. What's the goal? 1,000,000 steps. So then I was meeting my friends for dinner last night in the city, which I live outside of the city. And so then I was like, okay, I'm gonna walk in instead of having my love drive me or take the bus. I'm just gonna walk in. Well, my pedometer is really bad because it definitely undercounted. But anyway, so I think I did probably over 10,000 steps yesterday. But I only got like 8,000 counted, so we're counting that as 8,000. And then my love joined me today and we did 12,000 steps together. Again, my step counter wasn't working, but his is, so that was good. So I am right on track, headed towards my 1,000,000 steps by June 20th. I have no clue when this video will come out. I'll probably try and move it up, but it still probably won't come out for a few weeks or a month. So if you want to join me in the 1,000,000 step adventure, you should probably push it back a month and make it July 20th or August 20th. But I'm going to keep walking after that. I think the next one after the 1,000,000 steps is going to be like putting it onto a road. So doing a distance, but doing like a distance of like, let's say the GAN. And so I'll figure out, okay, we've done this 5K chunk, and then we're going to do this 5K chunk, and then this. So like every day I can look and be like, oh, we're right here. Oh, we're right here. Just doing like the equivalent distance, but kind of making it fun. So I think that's what I'm going to do after this one. So when I do that one, I will maybe make a like paper up and post it somewhere so you guys can do it along if you want to. That'd be pretty fun, wouldn't it? Anyway, so after June, then I'll come back to you with my next goal. But right now, it's all about the 1,000,000 steps. Anyway, yesterday I gave myself some blisters. So we were walking today and I was okay, the blister was fine. Then the blister popped on the back of my foot, like right at the ankle area. And it was hurting and I was like, I'm not really gonna like finishing this 10,000 steps today if I have this on. Fortunately, we had walked the direction where there were some shops, and we walked inside. I asked for moleskin. Nobody looked at me like I was like, moleskin, what's moleskin? But then I went to the chemist, which is the pharmacist, but they don't have quite as much like medical stuff in a regular grocery store here, so chemists are much more common to even just go and get like regular medical stuff. So, in the US, I should say, as my point of comparison. I have no idea about anywhere else. So I got these lovely little Band-Aid adhesive bandages at Advanced Healing Blister Book. I'm going to try and find these on Amazon and link them in the description because they are amazing. I am in love with these. These ones, I'll try and show you. These ones are like a bigger size, so I don't know if you can quite see through that. Probably not. Anyway, they're about that big around. They're $2 each, so I'm not going to open one for you. If they were like 50 cents, I probably would, but I only have 4 of my precious beauties. And I cannot give them up for you. I'm sorry. But they are so amazing. I put it on, and it basically just made me feel like I have no blister at all. Amazing. So I have to look online, or, well, I'm going to look online, because this one is that bigger size. I have a couple blisters on a couple other toes, because I was wearing my toe shoes, but this pair is a little bit too loose, which is why I got the blisters. I have another pair that's a bit tighter. Well, I have 2 other pairs. I'm wearing the, if anybody knows, I'm wearing the classic Frescas. I normally, when I was running, was wearing, oh, what do they call, Komodo? I think the Komodos. Anyway, a blue and a kind of sandy maroon color, which isn't in my colors at all, but anyway. I got them because they were really cheap. The blue ones I got to go with my crow stuff, so that was, you know, intentional. But anyway, no, but those worked really well when I was running. So I'll probably wear those when I'm walking normally. But I wore my Vivo Barefoots. What brand? What ones are these? I forget what they're called. But I want to get another pair of Vivo Barefoots, actually. I really like this pair, but I got this pair for like 60 bucks. All the other ones I've seen are like 200 bucks. I'm just like, that's so expensive for a pair of shoes. Because I usually get my 5 fingers on eBay as well. Anyway, so I want to get some little small ones for the smaller. They didn't have any other sizes at this chemist, but I'm hoping if I go to another chemist that I'll be able to get the little small ones. So I'm hoping that down in the description will be a link not only to the big size, but a little size as well, but I haven't done that research yet, so I don't know. But I'm hopeful, so here's hoping. But I'm super excited about my 1 million steps goal. 20,000 steps in. Oh, I'm supposed to brush it off, aren't we? Here we go. That's better. Anyway, so, yeah. I will be doing that. I don't even know what I'm saying. But I'm super excited. And I am so excited about finding these because these are amazing. It says relieves blister pain instantly, and that is true. Like, I have it on right now. I cannot feel anything. My blister literally popped and was in a lot of pain, and I can't feel anything. It's like I have a second layer of skin, and they kind of just meld onto your skin. Oh. I haven't been this excited about a Band-Aid product probably since, you know, I was 5 and was, you know, wanting some Elmo Band-Aids. I don't know. It's probably my nieces, not me. Because I don't remember being excited about Oh, no, I remember what Band-Aids I wanted. I I wanted like the hot neon Band-Aids, like the hot yellow, and pink, and green. It was the 80s after all. Well, when I was like 3 and 4. Well, when I was 4, it was the 90s. So, when I was 3, it might have been the 90s though. But anyway, those hot Band-Aids. But anyway, this is even better because they just work so well. So, if you have any blisters, I can't recommend them highly enough. So if you're a runner, anything like that, you need these. If you're going to join me on this walking journey, you may get a blister at some point, so. And if I do any cool hikes, I'll try and tell you guys about it. But so I will try and report back on June 20th, letting you know how my goal has gone and how my 1 million step body is feeling. I'm feeling good already, just after 2 days. It just feels, well, just a little side note. I should probably make a separate video about my thoughts about dieting and, you know, eating healthy and that sort of thing. But anyway, one of my things is just really paying attention to whether I'm eating when I'm hungry or for a different reason. And lately, because I haven't been exercising that much, I noticed that I will kind of eat when haven't been very active, because it's kind of, my body feels like it needs to do something rather than that it's actually hungry. So that's the other thing that exercise, I always kind of see it, is to keep my body feeling happy with movement and that sort of thing, and not eating excessively. But maybe I should go into that in another video. That's a good idea. I should do that, because you can also go back. This is something me and my love do, is like my really early videos. The one we always go back to is my very first map video. I just remember being like, hi! Anyway, the beginning is funny. But I'm much rounder in the face there, and you can see it in my arms as well. Anyway, that's a whole story. Yeah, I should do a video on that, so I'll put it on my list, so sometime in the next year, maybe you'll get that. Just like lots of other videos. But you see me every day, so I'm getting to things, okay? I'm getting to them. I love chatting with you guys. It's just so fun. Oh, I don't even know, because this video is going to come out in so long, but hey, it's happening to me right now, so I shattered my phone screen last night, and so my plan was to, because I'm in March right now, because my plan was in April to try and go to another hotel, not a suite, but just try to go to a hotel, because I didn't think that I actually needed to do a suite for my next, hotel video. Anyway, so my hotel money had to go to a new phone. So right now, I'm actually recording still with my phone. That's the only thing I record with. But it has a very shattered screen, and I think shards of glass are gonna start coming out at me. But anyway, the really exciting thing, which I've probably brought up in a live stream that will happen probably sometime this weekend, but anyway, you are gonna find out first, but later, anyway, is I'm getting a new phone, but the new phone is going to be able to stream from my phone. Anybody who's been to my live streams has heard that loud the fan of my computer in the background. Gone. It's gonna be gone. And I'm so excited about that. And because I'm just gonna be able to do it on my phone. I'll this way I use like the best camera, but I'll flip it around the other way. Use the front-facing camera, then I can see all your messages as they pop up on my little screen, and then I also won't have a thing saying stream elements. Yeah, it should be that corner. I'm doing my heading because I'm looking in a mirror. I have a mirror behind you so I can kind of see, but then I'm like, does that mean that's that? I don't know. I'm confusing myself, so I don't know. One of those corners, I usually have a stream elements thing up. So that'll be gone. So that'll be good. So I'm really excited about that. I also will not be moving files all the time. Not that anybody sees the work all behind that I have to do, but it will save me lots of time, which means more time recording, which means more time getting ahead, which means more time invested in bigger projects that take me more time. So, I'm excited about that. Very, very excited. Yeah. So, back to you, my tinglings. And now I've gotten a little excited. Probably talking at too fast a pace. Trying to tone it down again. Get nice and relaxed. But you can see the corner of my mouth, the biggest grin, because all I want to do is burst into song and dance around. Okay. But do let me know down in the comments if you're going to join me for 1,000,000 steps in 100 days. Keen to hear anybody doing it. Or if you're going to make it 200 days, you don't have to do the same thing as me. 10,000 steps is arbitrary. I just like the number. So, let me know down in the comments. Let me know if you're going to try these Bandaids as well, because they're amazing. Anyone who ever has a blister, please just go and treat your blister kindly with the most amazing thing. That's I was walking out of the shops and I was just like, this is magical. This is magical. So I'm reading Harry Potter right now and I'm just like, this is real world magic. It's amazing. And on that note, I will leave it to you to talk to